Let's do a quick review here. 3x is equal to 5. We'll divide both sides by 3. Then these will be 1, and we'll have x here is equal to 5 over 3. How about y over 4? In this case, if we multiply both sides by 4, then these will reduce to 1, and we'll have y equals 20. When you have 3 over 4x is equal to 5, instead of going through all these steps, if you find the reciprocal of this number, which is 4 over 3, then you multiply that number each side. So multiply 4 over 3 here, do the same here, multiply 4 over 3, then everything here will reduce to 1. So x is equal to 5 times 4 is 20, and the denominator is 3. Six over 7 times x is equal to 8. We'll do the same. We'll multiply both sides by reciprocal of the number in front of the x, which is 7 over 6, and we multiply the same number here, 7 over 6. This will reduce to 1, so x is equal to 8 times 7 over 6. 8 over 6 can be reduced to 4 over 3, so that is equal to 28 over 3. Again, when you have the fraction for your answer, you always have to reduce it to the lowest term. Let's practice another one. 8 over 9x is equal to 2 over 3. Reciprocal of 8 over 9 is 9 over 8. Multiply the same number this side, 9 over 8. X is equal to 2 over 8 can be reduced to 1 over 4. And 9 over 3 is 1 here and 3 here. So the answer is 3/4. From now on, we'll live and breathe fractions. If you need more fraction skills, it is a good time to go back and practice with more problems. X over 2 plus 1 is equal to 1/4. First, you may want to get rid of this 1 here. So let's try that. Subtract 1 each side. Then you will have x over 2 equals 1/4 minus 1. In this case, you will have fractions in both sides, which is not very desirable. Since this is going to be a simple subtraction, we'll just go ahead and try this way. 1/4 minus, what is 1 converted to a fraction with the denominator 4? That is 4 over 4. So x over 2 is equal to 1 minus 4 is negative 3 over 4. Multiply by reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2. We'll have x is equal to 2/4 can be reduced to 1/2, so it is negative 3/2. Instead of dealing with all these fractions, let's take a different route. before we subtract 1, let's try to get rid of all these fractions. The reciprocal of 1/2 is 2, and if we multiply by 2 each side, that'll get rid of 1/2 here, but 2/4 is also 1/2, and this fraction will stay, and we don't want that. In this case, we'll find the least common multiple, two and 4. Here comes the least common multiple. So what is the least common multiple of 2 and 4? 4 is a multiple of 2, and 4 is also multiple of itself. So 4 is the least common multiple of 2 and 4 here. In that case, we'll multiply both sides by the least common multiple, which is 4. Then let's distribute these. 4 times x over 2 plus 4 times 1 is equal to 1/4 times 4. This will become 2 and 1. So 2x plus 4 is 1/4 times 4 is 1. Subtract 4 from each side. 2x is -3. Divide both sides by 2. X is -3/2. We'll practice more problems using this method. One-third x minus 2/3 is equal to 7. In this case, we have same number in the denominator. So if we just multiply by 3 both sides, then 3 times x over 3 minus 3 times 2 over 3 is equal to 21. These will be 1, and these will be also 1. X minus 2 is equal to 21. Add 2 both sides. X is equal to 23. Five x over 8 minus 3/4 is 11/2. What is the least common multiple of all these three denominators? 8 is a multiple of 4 and also a multiple of 2. It is like finding the common denominator when you are working with fractions. So in this case, the common denominator of all these three denominators will be 8. So we'll multiply 8 for both sides. Then it is 8 times 5x over 8, 8 times 3 over 4, 11 times 8 over 2. These will be 1, 5x minus 2 over 1, 6, 8 over 2 is 4, 11 times 4 is 44, and let's add 6 both sides. Then 5x is equal to 50. Divide by 5. X is 10. Five x over 4 minus 4/3 is equal to 1/8. 8 is a multiple of 4, but not for 3. So we'll have to find the least common multiple of 4, 3, 8. Let's find the common number can divide these two numbers at least. So 4, 1. Bring down the number that 4 doesn't divide. 3 stays, and this will be 2. If you multiply these numbers, that is the least common multiple of these three numbers, which is 24. That means if we multiply both sides by 24, we'll get rid of fractions here. 24 times 5x over 4 minus 24 times 4 over 3 is equal to 24 over 8. This will be 6. This will be 8 and 3. After you multiply by the least common multiple, both sides, means you have to have 1 for the denominators here. After doing that, if you still have fraction left somewhere, that means the least common multiple is wrong. Let's continue. 6 times 5 is 30, 30x minus 8 times 4 is 32 is equal to 3. 30x, add 32 each side, 35. Divide both sides by 30. X is equal to 35 over 30. You can reduce that to 7 over 6. One half times 3x minus 4 is equal to 6 plus x. Before we do anything, let's get rid of 1 half here. How do we do that? If we multiply both sides by 2, then we'll get rid of 1 half. Instead of putting a big parenthesis here, I will set this as a. You'll see why in a second. So let me rewrite this. 1 half times a is equal to 6 plus x. If we were to multiply each side by 2, then I'll just multiply it like so. So this will be reduced to just a, and I'll distribute these. So 6 times 2 is 12, plus x times 2 is just 2x. Now let's replace a with the original expression, which is 3x minus 4 is equal to 12 plus 2x. The reason I used a is if you had too many parentheses, then it may look confusing. So that's why I used a. So let's continue here. Get rid of 2x here, so we'll subtract 2x and we'll add 4. Then it'll be x is equal to 16. One fifth times 6x plus 5 is equal to 1 half times x minus 3. First of all, let's set these as a and these as b. So let's rewrite this. 1/5 A is equal to 1/2 B. Now it looks much simpler. Then find the least common multiple of 5 and 2. One denominator is not a multiple of the other one, so we'll just multiply each other, which is 10. So we'll multiply 10 each side. We'll have 2A is equal to 5B. Now let's replace A and B. 2 times 6x plus 5 is equal to 5 times x minus 3. Distribute these. 12x plus 10 is equal to 5x minus 15. Subtract 5x and subtract 10 here. Then we'll have 12x minus 5x, and 10 will be gone. 5x will be gone. Negative 15 minus 10. 12x minus 5x is 7x. Negative 15 minus 10 is negative 25. Divide both sides by 7. Negative 25 over 7. Solve this equation. I will set 1 minute. Begin.